Ever wondered how one of the mightiest empires in history just vanished? The Roman Empire, a civilization that gave us aqueducts, epic gladiator battles, and laws we still use today, didn't just disappear overnight. Its fall was a slow burn, a complex story with more twists than a Roman road. So let's unravel the mystery together. First, imagine an empire so vast it stretched from Britain to the Middle East. Ruling it was a nightmare. The sheer size made communication and governance incredibly difficult. Emperors were constantly putting out fires, literally and figuratively on opposite ends of the map. To manage this, Emperor Diocletian eventually split the empire into two halves in the late 3rd century. The Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire, which we now call the Byzantine Empire. This was meant to make things easier, but it created two different worlds that grew further and further apart. Then, there was the money problem. Rome was spending a fortune on its military. Constant wars, defending enormous borders, and paying soldiers cost a ton. To cover these costs, emperors started debasing their currency, meaning they mixed cheaper metals into their gold and silver coins. A denarius that was once nearly pure silver became mostly copper. People lost faith in the money, inflation skyrocketed, and trade broke down. The rich got richer, hiding their wealth, while the poor and the middle class were crushed by taxes and rising prices. The economic backbone of the empire was fracturing. You can't talk about the fall of Rome without mentioning the barbarians. Now, this term is a bit misleading. The Romans called anyone who wasn't Roman a barbarian. For centuries, various Germanic tribes, like the Goths and Vandals, lived along the empire's borders. Sometimes they traded, sometimes they fought, and many even served in the Roman army. But in the 4th and 5th centuries, pressure from other migrating groups like the Huns pushed these tribes into Roman territory. They weren't just raiding, they were looking for new homes. This led to massive, destabilizing migrations and epic battles. In 410, the Visigoths sacked the city of Rome itself, a psychological blow the empire never truly recovered from. But the problems weren't just external. Internally, Rome was a mess. Political instability was the norm. In one 50-year period, there were more than 20 different emperors, and most of them were assassinated. This constant turnover created chaos and made long-term planning impossible. Corruption was rampant, and the government became inefficient and weak. Many ordinary Romans lost their sense of civic duty and loyalty to the empire. Why fight for an empire that seemed to only benefit a corrupt elite? So what's the final verdict? There's no single cause. Think of it like a perfect storm. A crumbling economy, an overstretched military, political chaos, and massive social change all hit at once. While the Eastern Empire, the Byzantines, would thrive for another 1,000 years, the Western Roman Empire couldn't withstand the pressure. The traditional date for the fall is 476 AD, when the last Western Roman emperor, a young boy ironically named Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by the Germanic chieftain Odoacer. The fall of Rome wasn't an end, but a transformation. It marked the beginning of the Middle Ages and laid the groundwork for modern Europe. The story is a powerful reminder that even the greatest empires aren't invincible. It's a complex puzzle that historians are still piecing together. What do you think was the biggest reason for Rome's collapse? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more historical deep dives. Thanks for watching.